So, everyone is talking about the fact that the Watts family home is for sale, and they are marveling over the fact that online sleuths found this listing even though it's listed as Frederick Drive. It's listed in a couple of places, but the main thing is how different the home looks. It's still beautiful, it's not blurred out, and it's haunting. They have the fireplace going there. But if we think back to the body cam footage and Shanann Watts videos, we remember how different the home looked with Shanann's bold, bright colors. This room actually looks like it's on the second floor, at least from that vantage point. I'm not sure if they're trying to psych us out here. I know they have tried to hide the exact home address. One thing that doesn't change is the MLS number. So we know that kitchen, and we know that leads out to the little porch. So I guess the fireplace would have been back in this area. It leads out to that little deck. You can walk down the stairs that way, and we remember the swing was around there on the left-hand side. There's that deck. It looks so different, but it's still haunting. Was that even Shanann's fixtures? Light fixtures? It's a beautiful home. The backsplash looks the same to me. The cabinets look the same, but certain things make it look so different. We know the purple ceiling is gone. Such wide angle photos. They make the house look stunning, but who could forget what happened here? I'm not sure if this was the pink bathroom, the one that had no water in the toilet on the body cam footage, or not. It's kind of hard to place certain things, but certain things are unforgettable. This walk up the stairs when Chris Watts was standing around there talking with the police officer, and Shanann's friend's son went downstairs right past him. Certain scenes you can't help but play out in your mind when you've seen it over and over again. It's like you can almost still see the imprint right there of the sofa that used to be there. The little ottoman that Bella and Cece would jump on. You can almost still see the Pittsburgh Steelers blankets. Certain things you just can't get out of your head. Perhaps a new family can enjoy this home, but boy, it would seemingly be a difficult place to live. There's the bathroom, the tub. We remember Shanann doing her little tutorials and her Facebook videos in this bathroom, speaking about its decorations. Interestingly, they don't really show much of the outside of the home. And there's that huge closet. We remember Chris Watts likely standing in this closet when he was trying to convince that police officer that Shanann and the girls just took off somewhere. Every scene just plays out. You can see their neatly color-coordinated clothes still hanging there in your mind's eye. I'm not sure if this would have been the girls' playroom that used to be painted that bright green. The colors are more neutral. Whoever redecorated this home did a lovely job. Whatever family chooses to move in here, they might be able to go on and live a happy life in spite of the tragedy that happened here. We know this infamous laundry room where the cop even climbed up there and looked around, the signs that Shanann used to have on the wall, the carpeting, and the infamous basement. There's a refrigerator still down there, it appears, but all the things have been moved out. We knew something was going on when we saw Shanann's father in Colorado making the rounds on that news station. We knew something was likely going to happen with this house on 2825 Saratoga Trail. We knew likely it would go up for sale. See, the purple ceiling is no longer there. Nice muted colors. We can't forget the infamous staircase. It looks gorgeous. Open windows. It's a beautiful home. The thing that's confusing folks is the map. Believe me, I've looked for coordinates and everything. You'd be living here, says the map that accompanies the listing. Nearby Napa Auto Parts, a 7-Eleven, a Conoco, right off of State Highway 52 off of Frederick Way. And I looked for different touchstones, different marks to try and figure out where the home is actually located. I'm verifying that it's actually the Watts home. Centennial Park. You know, if you were to look at this map created on Mapbox, you'd be kind of hard-pressed to find a Saratoga Trail. But I looked on Mapbox for the 2825 Saratoga Trail home listing in order to even find Saratoga Trail. And indeed, State Highway 52 is right off of Saratoga Trail. So you can find it there. Saratoga Trail there, State Highway 52. You don't necessarily find some of the same streets listed in the map provided. So you see that there, but you don't necessarily see these streets. It's as if some of them perhaps were even made up just for the map. For example, we see Saratoga Trail there, Steeple Rock Drive, Garage Force of Mountain View, Black Mesa Road, Sterling Court. You try and get landmarks, and there's Billings Avenue and State Highway 52. When you flip back over to their map, you don't necessarily see the same streets. And I'm sure that was done by design to try and keep the looky-loos away. But a lot of the facts and features are the same. Built in 2013, we know Shanann and Chris had the home built. The MLS number, though, 5061143, doesn't necessarily change. So we see it on Coldwell Banker Homes, but the address was not provided. For sale, updated 5 days ago, $660,000, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. This one claims 6,181 square feet, although others claim it's a smaller square footage. However, we know some of them count the basement, or some of them are counting the lot size, whereas the living area square footage is only 4,000, and I don't mean only, it's a huge house. The living area square footage is 4,177 square feet. That's what we're used to, but it's interesting. We don't see any outdoor listings of the home, but we will probably see this house go for sale soon. If you're interested in the home, it says, please submit a funding commitment letter from your bank for at least $660,000. Previously, Zillow had listed the home with a value of $800 and something thousand. The Zestimate, as Zillow calls it, right now sits at $816,200. Zillow is still listing the home as off the market, but we know it's not off the market. It seems like Shanann's family is serious about selling this home, and I don't blame them. I was thinking, even after a tragedy, life goes on for the victims' family members. They still have to live. I mean, they still had to work. They still had to make ends meet. Despite any kind of compensation or insurance money, anything they may have gotten, they still have this huge home that's an asset that they, of course, would want to sell. So the letters must be submitted by May 24th, 2022. As I record this, it is Saturday, May 21st, 2022. So that means by Tuesday, May 24th, we will see if people are clamoring to buy this home. There will be a limited amount of showings of the house, followed by the acceptance of bids with a minimum bid of $660,000. And the buyer's agent must be present with you at your showing, and the home is sold as is. The buyer must verify the square footage. I don't know if Colorado is required by law to tell people what happened in this home, but I do believe that whoever purchases the home will already know, chances are dollars to donut, what happened in this home. They should know what happened in the home prior to making such a huge monetary and life commitment. Estately is also listing the Watts home as well. I don't blame them for wanting private showings, trying to move quickly to get the home sold after it looks like it's really been worked on, changed and updated. I pray it really isn't haunted. I mean, it is haunting to look at some of these photos and know what happened therein. But that doesn't necessarily mean the home should have been torn down like some people think, or that no one should live there, or that a park should have been made in its place. I'm sure plenty of infamous homes have gone on to house happy families. It would be nice if it were some kind of respectful memorial, something to the victims that lost their lives there, even if they're just memory stones in the backyard, or just remembering where Bella and Cece used to play, or turning something good out of something so evil. But I do believe whoever moves there should, of course, be told what happened. If they don't already know, folks are going to still want to see the home. People will probably always drive by that home. They will always want to know more about the house. It's human nature. Nearly 4 years later, people are still wondering why the tragedy happened. And so to see the home where it happened go up for sale, it's going to still bring curious onlookers, folks who'll drive by, folks who just want to look at the house. And that's probably why there are no photos of the outside of this house. And of course, the neighbors want peace. I'm sure many neighbors have probably moved away. But we'll keep our eye on this and see how quickly it sells, how much it will sell for. You hope a really private, ignorant, unknowing family doesn't move into this house unexpectedly without knowing what they're in store for. But there's probably plenty of people who won't mind moving in the home, making a new life out of the home, and won't be overly worried about people driving by and still perhaps taking photos or even videos as folks have done. So we'll stay tuned. Let's close with 1 Corinthians 1:10. I appeal to you, brothers and sisters, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that all of you agree with one another in what you say, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly united in mind and thought.
Okay, well, we'll give these a try.
Okay.
Did she want to run her dog through
Yeah, probably.
the house?
If that's okay with him.
Are you all right with us bringing a dog through the house as well?
Oh, good.
And then,
Okay.
your little dog, yeah, is he
I was gonna say
locked
he's
up?
He's locked up. Do you want me to put him outside so
Yeah,
he's not like
that'd be better.
really
Yeah.
going nuts?
Perfect.
Appreciate it.